guys, and thanks for joining. It's all about season 3 of the E-Hub. We're going to be joined with Jahf Reach, a talented Trinidadian born Canadian-based artist hailing all the way from Canada right now, and that his music playing in the background. He has a lot of collabs and new music out with some of your favorite soca artists. But before we dive into all of that, I am Neicy, your host. You're coming to you live from Caribbean Entertainment Hub, your one-stop shop for everything in Caribbean entertainment news. So be sure to head across our link in bio and check out what's trending this week in Caribbean entertainment. If you're not following us on Instagram, why are you not following us? You need to get updated. So follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Definitely check out our YouTube channel for your latest events coverage. So I'm already seeing my guest online. Jahf Reach is going to be joining us in a little bit. Nice. So you guys, this is the man they call Jahf Reach. So I don't wanna dive into this because I know you personally. So for those who aren't familiar with the talent that is Jahf Reach, and just jump out on the scene and has been doing some really amazing things. Tell us, who is Jahf Reach?
Jahf Reach is basically your everyday dad, neighbor, co-worker, employer, employee, friendly, full of integrity, amazing when it comes to entertainment. I don't know. How do I explain it? Google me.
All right, so I like how you end here. You started off all humble and nice, and you ended with the reason that we're here: entertainment, artists. You burst out on the scene in 2021. That's when I was introduced to the artist that is Jahf Reach, right? So tell us, like, have you been doing music prior to this, or was that just like something you decided, okay, you know what, let me give it a try. We're in the middle of a pandemic, I have time on my hands, let me go in the studio and record some music, and it just took off from there?
Well, actually, I've been doing music for a very long time, but I was more on the side of hip-hop and rap. And
okay.
I happened to do a soca song the year prior, just because of a tribute to somebody that passed on that was close to me. And then some of my fans said to me, my voice sounds really good and authentic with the soca music. And they said you should give it a try and just stick to that for a little bit. And I tried it, and the rest is history.
So do you miss the hip-hop rap, or do you incorporate it as your unique style and flavor?
I incorporated, of course, because look at the song with you and I, Escape. I mean, I brought that.
Yeah, we coming to that. We coming to that. Why are you taking cats out of the bag? We ain't reached there.
I throw that in there. You know, I incorporate those, everything that I do. I mean, I feel like I don't choose what type or style of music to do. I feel like the beat kind of chooses that for me, because whatever I feel on that beat is what I deliver. And I try to deliver that with passion and compassion.
Nicely. So I know that you're Trinidadian and you have migrated to Canada. How long have you been out there?
I've been out here around, I would say, 15 years, approximately.
Was the move initially for music or for other reasons?
Well, it was other reasons initially. With, in the back of my mind, I'm going to capitalize on the travel, right? I'm going to try to do music on a bigger scale while I'm out here.
Okay. All right. And as I said, well, he was doing the hip hop and stuff before. Why not? Why didn't start off with soca? You are Trini by birth. That's in your DNA.
You know what? To be honest, I always thought, for some weird reason, I thought that I could not sing soca, because I believe that soca had that, you had to have a certain soca voice or a soca style, and I just never saw myself as that person. I mean, of course, now I've evolved and I've matured, so I realized now I could sing on a soca beat and deliver my unique style, passion and flavor, and I think that's what I'm doing now. But I didn't start off with soca initially because I kind of wanted to be myself, and when I feel a beat, whatever I feel is what I deliver. So it might be a soca beat, it might be a reggae beat, and I might be rapping on a reggae beat. I might be singing on a drum and bass beat. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I never really started off with the soca thing, because I kind of doubted myself in the beginning.
Because you had me a little worried. At first, I was like, I wonder if he even likes soca music now. But the music speaking for itself now.
I mean,
The music has
listen,
spoken. The music has spoken for itself. So if we Google you, we would pull up some rap tunes.
you're gonna get
It's
rap.
still out there in the clouds.
Oh my gosh, I have music on one of the biggest hip hop, if not the biggest hip hop platform ever, World Star Hip Hop and everything. So I mean that could never go away.
Okay.
I think I've made a name when it comes to hip hop and rapping is concerned. So I mean, videos, songs, all my contributions are still there, and I'm still here to do more.
Nice, nice. So were you using the same sobriquet Jahf Reach when you were doing hip hop? I'm not seeing that translating to hip hop. I don't know why.
Yes, I'm using the same name. You know, we have to remember that your name is not the music that gives you your name. It's your character. So at the end of the day, a lot of my fans don't even know that I sing music because I don't go around telling them I sing music. Just so you know, I sing. I don't do any of that. I feel like my character by itself. Some people tell me I should be a model. Some people tell me I should, yeah, you know. So at the end of the day, I feel like that my character, my personality, kind of speaks to itself, and my name is what you would remember, but my character is what is going to stay with you.
I get that. I totally get that. And knowing you both personally and professionally, I trust me, I could see where the energy and everything comes from in terms of your personality and why that translates through everything that you do. So I want to dive into the music. And when I say music, it's not no one song that we here to talk about. It's tracks, right? You have delivered in the space of 1 year, you have put out a lot more music than, and this is no shade, but it attests to your level, your work ethic, and that persistence, because you have delivered music consistently in a short space of time. So let's talk about the introduction in terms of the soca. As you said, you did a song on a very popular rhythm. So tell us about that, and then we'll talk about the other collabs.
Yeah, the Upendo rhythm, you know, up in heaven. That's a rhythm. When I visited Trinidad in 2018, I was very popular, and I happened to go to a show that was a Marshall Montano concert, and he sang a song there on that rhythm that I heard for the first time called Take It Slow. I loved the song, and I kept playing it in my vehicle while I'm driving and stuff over here. And when my buddy passed away, I thought it was fitting that I do a soca song for him. And of course, the rhythm that was first that came to mind was the Upendo rhythm, because I was already in love with that rhythm. And of course, shout out to all the other artists that are representing on that rhythm too. So yeah, so that's why I did it like that.
And when you did this song initially, did you see that you were going to be doing a lot more songs after? Because you said initially it was a tribute to your friend who passed. So what made you decide to do another and another and another?
Listen, in life, you know, I don't believe in planning. I don't believe in expectations. I think that the more expectations you have, the more room for disappointment. So it was not planned. It was not it wasn't something preconceived. It was, for me, I was doing music, right? So I did the song. Of course, it got a lot of love. I did the music video that got some love too. And then for some reason, you know, I was given an opportunity to do another song, and they said they were going to promote it for free because of the one that I did initially. So I'm grateful to God, because it wasn't something like I asked for or wanted to do. I just went out on a limb and I did another soca song. And to date, that soca song that I went out on a limb and did happens to be my most streamed, my most sold, and my most viewed soca song to this day. And
which song is that?
It's called We Don't Give Up. We don't give up. And we don't give up. And we don't give up.
So let's move on to the list of collaborations with some of the industry's top and heavy hitters, you know, from the likes of Iowa George, Ziggy Rankin, College Boy Jesse, and a lot more on the way. Tell us about these collabs, and they happen so quick.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I try to separate everything, but it's all embedded in me. I'm a businessman first, and I felt like the biggest boss in the business if I was going to enter a realm or a circle. Look at wrestling, for example. When there's a tag team match, there's usually a stronger person, and then there's a person with strengths in different areas. And I felt like I'm coming into the soca arena, and I wanted to be tagged by the biggest boss, which is Iowa George. You know what I mean? So I wanted to team up with the man. You know, there's an old saying that says if you want to be the man, you gotta beat the man. So I collaborated with the man himself, and he tapped me in. And if you notice in the beginning of the song, he says, "This is Jahf Reach, and Iowa come to take over the soca." So I mean, that gave me an added boost of confidence, the drive that I needed, the extra oomph, the zest. And I came in the ring, and I feel like I'm dominating.
And that's what's happened when soca meets wrestling.
When
So for
soca, when soca greets Jahf
Reach.
Reach.
So for persons who may not be familiar with the track, let's give them information about it, where they could find it and the name of it and stuff. So they could definitely head across and check it out because it's a really, really nice song.
Song is available everywhere where music is streamed, bought, sold, or downloaded. And the song is called Carnival, The Amazing Race, Jahf Reach, Iowa George. You already know.
Nicely. So we're moving on to one of my favorite collabs from you with the man with the voice, the Rasta man with the voice, right? And his name is Ziggy something. I think people would know who I'm talking about. Ziggy, and I'm not saying something in case like, oh, you think I don't know the man name is Ziggy Rankin. I'm just trying to drop little hints here. Ziggy Rankin and Jahf Reach. Tell us about Hi. Because that is one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, I know. I've known Ziggy Rankin for a lot of years. You know, very humble person. I think one of the most respected persons in the business that I know personally. And
very, very humble. Very, very humble.
So when I lived in Trinidad ages ago, he was the first person to give me a mic on a big stage. And that was after I followed him around all over Trinidad for like maybe a month or two. And he finally came to my area, Point Fortin, and he gave me the mic, and there was a live band. I would never forget it. And I took that mic, and I wanted to own the show, and I was like, one drop! So I've known Ziggy since that time, and I just thought that, again, if I'm going to be in the soca arena, I have to collaborate with great people and people that I trust and know. And I thought, again, it made sense that I reach out to Ziggy Rankin, and we made it happen. And I feel so blessed, humble, and privileged, even to this day, that not only did we do the song, it is a hit song, and then we did the video. You know, so I'm definitely appreciating. Shout out to Ziggy Rankin on this one.
Nice, nice, nice. And we're moving on with these collabs. I'm trying to keep the list in my head going. College Boy Jesse, Risk Factor, which is like, for me so far, and unfortunately we don't have any carnival, but that to me is a serious contender for the road.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, I love College Boy Jesse. I mean, I never knew about him until I heard that one song. After all that we've been through, we have some catching up to do. And I went and looked him up after I heard it on a soca mix, and I saw that he did a video. What helped me gravitate to him was the fact that in that video he had the supercars and muscle cars and stuff, and that's kind of me, right? That kind of speaks to me.
Oh, it's a masculine thing.
Yeah. So I reached out to him.
College Boy is a dear friend to Caribbean Entertainment Hub. He was actually our very first guest on the E-Hub when we started back almost a year ago.
Wow.
And has been supporting Caribbean Entertainment Hub and Neicy official personally. So that's one of, give a nice little plug there for College Boy Jesse. Because if it wasn't for him being my first guest, who knows if we would have been here right now having 3 seasons and kicking off the new year with the one and only Jahf Reach. So, Risk Factor, is there going to be a music visual for this? I'm excited to see how that translates because it's a lot of energy. Lot of energy.
I'm all about visuals, and I know College Boy Jesse is also. I mean, we haven't spoke about the visuals in depth, but we did initially speak about it before the song was even released. And his words to me were quote unquote, visuals are important. So I would imagine if we get into some conversation about it, I think there will be no issue when it comes to visuals. The thing with me is that I am busy, busy, busy. For example, today I just came from the studio and 10 minutes into the door, everything was set up for me here, and I'm on an interview. And then right after this, I'm sure I got other things to do. So the visuals, definitely, as long as College Boy is there for that and wants to be there for that, I'm in it. I'm going to put my heart into it.
Nicely, nicely. So you tell me one of your favorite collabs that we haven't mentioned so far. You could probably touch on that. I know you just dropped a brand new music video as well.
This is putting me on the spot because, okay, so can it be my favorite collab even though I haven't had the video yet or done the video yet?
Yeah, we put the ball in your course, wherever you want to carry it, you carry it.
Listen, this could possibly get me in trouble because I've got over 20 collabs. And if I mention just one person right now, so you know what I'll do? I'll do it like this. My favorite collab for 2022 this far. Yeah, I think this might be more safe. My favorite collab for 2022 this far is, of course, the one with you. I think, I'll tell you why. Just so
but I can talk about the collab, but we talk about the collab, so that can't be in the listing. We have to come back to that. It have to be a pre-escape song.
Also, okay. So my favorite collab before 2022?
Yeah, 2021.
2021. I would definitely say, as much as I enjoyed working with Ziggy, I would still say Iowa George because, again, like I said, he basically tagged me in and he endorsed me so well because he said that this is Jahf Reach and Alba come to take over the soca. And I think that in itself is priceless. I can't even put a price on that. To hear the water lord, the biggest boss in the business, the man has so many accolades to his name. I've even seen College Boy Jesse answer a question if he had to do a collaboration with somebody, who would it be?
It would be Iowa.
And here I am
He's
coming in.
run and an icon, and rightfully so, you know, yeah. rightfully so. And it feels really, really good when certain artists reach to that level in their career, to basically give an assist to up and coming artists, and because remember they put in the work, they don't have to. So when they decide to still do a song with somebody who's coming up and somebody who's new in the music fraternity, it really, really shows that, you know, they basically giving back and they passing the baton, you know. So it's always a good look. And he has been somebody who has always been about the culture, you know. I think he has his own radio station and stuff like that, giving back to the culture. And I know a lot of young artists who have him in that space of mentor, you know, somebody that always would give advice and whatnot. So definitely. Yeah. So you've been dropping, pulling this cat out of the bag whole interview, and I'm trying to like focus on you. We're gonna talk about the song that you happen to have with, you know, a nice little talented artist. You know, she might be a little cute from Trinidad. You know, like she goes by the name Neicy. You know, really cool person. Cool person.
Yeah, it's I mean, I feel like in life, nothing you plan would work out the way you plan. But things that happen genuinely, organically, sometimes work out the best. And I look at everything in life as relationships. That's more important to me, building relationships. Being able to call somebody and say, hey, let's get this done, let's get this happening, let's make this happen. And that song with you, I mean, you know how it came about, where I just reached out to you, let's do something together. And we made the song, and people are loving it. I mean, it's on my list. I mean, I have a bunch of songs competing with each other, basically for the top place every week. And that song has been up there, top Shazams, streaming. It's like in second place when it comes to streaming in my numbers and everything. You know, it's being played on the radio in the UK. I imagine we'll start be playing in Trinidad a lot more even, but I see Trinidad playing it also in my numbers and everything, my stats. And, you know, the song for me, it means a lot because, again, it really got my female audience to see a different side of me. And because of that song, I actually have 1, 2, 3. So I got 4 collabs on the way actually with female artists. So
females. So I have my people call your people for my trust.
So thank you so much for that, because that
I have my people reach out to your people for my, you know. No, but surely, like Escape for me came at a time when I was seriously contemplating, because we've had conversations about this, contemplating if to get back into music or not. For those of y'all who made us know me on the media side, I started off with music. I started off with music first, and you know, put out singles, all different type of genres, reggae, dancehall, R&B, Afrobeat. Was just trying to find that style and sound. And my last official release was in 2018, and I had like projects and stuff planned for like 2019, 2020, and then the pandemic hit and everything was a shelf. And I was focusing so heavily on the media side, and then I was like trying to figure out, do I want to get back in music? So when that project was presented to me, it was at that point in time when I was like trying to make that decision, and I saw that as a sign from God to like, okay, this not here by chance. You know, it not just happen. It just doesn't fall in my lap like that. So step out on faith and definitely just give it your best. And the rest is history, and history is still being made. So I'm really, really excited for you trusting me with that project. And that's like reaching out in the first place and like wanting to work with me. That was like really, really nice.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta look at it from this aspect. You know, I mean, a lot of people celebrate me, and even today, for example, I'm seeing a bunch of mentions with Jahf Reach, and I just get like another artist, big artist, Marlo, Ben, big up yourself. We just came from the studio. You called me, said, let's go do it. Let's get it. And we just created a whole hit today, right before I came to this interview. And the thing is, you know, people are, you know, I'm even astonished at the how they are celebrating me and doing a dance in England for me and doing something in St. Vincent and one in Trinidad. Oh my, it's amazing. So for me, when I reach out to an artist, I feel like I see something in them that is beyond what eyes can tell. You know, so when I reached out to you, I saw something huge, amazing, and then you accepted it, and that was the true testimony, is the fact that you accepted it. And here we are now. Like I said, I feel like doors have been opened, or new doors have been opened, and I'm always excited to welcome those new opportunities. So thank you so much for that.
You're welcome. And you guys definitely head across to all streaming platforms and check out everything Jahf Reach, and make sure and check out Escape first.
I know you are the person doing the interview, but I got a question for you, and it's basically what you just asked me about visuals with College Boy Jesse. Now, with Escape, I think a lot of people are asking.
You try to take over my interview.
A lot of people have been asking me if we're going to do a video for Escape, and I'm kind of excited for that, to be honest. So
if we're going to do a video for Escape, a visual, I would love to. I would love to have a really, really nice visual representation for that song. I think that song needs visuals. So I'm actually going to commit to it on a live, and you could come back to this live and hold me accountable. So I'm saying it here. Yes, there's going to be a video for Escape.
Nice. And the thing is, I know people are going to want to be asking if you're going to, because you're in Trinidad, I'm in Canada. Are you going to fly here? Am I going to fly there? Because I know people are going to want to see us together, like Drake and Rihanna.
Well, I am all for travel, but just because we're escaping, people normally escape from Canada to where I live, where people escape to. So I'm not going to leave here to escape to go in no cold.
Well,
right? So this needs to be a Caribbean sand, sea, coconut trees type of dynamic. As we Caribbean West Indian says, we live where y'all vacation, right?
So we're going to Tobago. Hey, you know what? What fun fact? I was born and raised in Trinidad and Tobago, but I've never been to Tobago. So if we have to
this is where the interview has to end. Because you're saying that, this is where this interview needs to end, right? I'm trying to protect you and your brand here. So
Yeah,
you to be from Trinidad and Tobago and not go to Tobago now.
I never, I'm a very busy person. Even when I lived in Trinidad for all those years, I always had something to do. And every time I planned to go to Tobago, something else would happen. But the good news is, I believe that the first time you go to somewhere new, it should be memorable. So if we are shooting that video in Tobago, you and I, that is going to be memorable and it's going to be worth the wait. How about that?
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll have my people call your people and we'll set it up. So just to diving back into music and everything, Jahf Reach. So, you've been doing collabs left, right, back, and center. Is there anybody that you probably haven't reached out to us yet, but would definitely like to do a collab with?
In the soca realm?
It doesn't need to be limited to soca. Because I mean, if you haven't collabs with Iowa, I feel like anybody else is accessible, So
Definitely.
yeah, it could be soca. Or that's anybody else that who you really respect or you are influenced by their music or you that's like appreciate their artistry.
Well, the biggest entertainer for me of all time that I idolized, is Buju Banton. So I would love to do a song with him.
I could see your styles meshing really, really nice.
Yeah, sometimes a lot of people pay him compliments by saying he looks like me. you know.
No, I could see that. Like, and you all have the energy component. Yeah, I could see that happening. You
Yeah, nice.
Have you worked with any Jamaicans thus far?
I work with a few Canadian-based, of course, but nothing that has really broken the market yet.
Okay.
But don't worry, something to be happening soon.
Nice. So you dabble in you came from hip hop, you did soca, you're doing soca still, you're going into the space of dancehall, reggae, any other genres you want to touch on, Afrobeat, who knows, who knows?
I have an Afrobeat song. It's called "Come Up." It's doing pretty well actually right now. If you were to Google Jahf Reach, it actually is one of the top songs that show up. It's called "Come
That's
Up"
you by yourself or is it a collab with somebody else?
by myself.
Okay, okay. Nah, and the latest visual that you dropped, you could give us some information on that.
Oh, raise your banner. Yeah, that's amazing. That song's doing really well. I'm even astonished by the love the song has been receiving, because that song has traveled to a lot of different places. Initially, I was supposed to do it with a St. Vincent, so a Vincy person. Then I was supposed to do it with another Trinidadian person, and then here we are now. I did it with a Trinidadian person, but from my area, in Point Fortin, Pride Lands, Gonzal, big up, Gonzal, people big up, Gonzal, big up, Pride Land, big up. Point Fortin, big up, Trinidad and Tobago, big up, you already know. So Onana representing, all the way from Trinidad and Tobago, a small country, 2 small islands. And then here I am in Canada now, looking like a giant in that video. A lot of people have given me a lot of great feedback for that. And I feel really humbled because I humbled myself to do that song, first of all. And then I did the video and I was trying to help Septi out, and here he is now, world renowned. He's known globally, and we're just gonna keep putting in the work. And I'm grateful. I'm just really grateful. I mean, I don't have much words for it. I'm just grateful.
Okay, nice. Well, we do wish you all the best with your musical ventures, and all the music that you have coming. Be looking out for it to definitely continue doing what you do best and tagging us in everything, because that's how Caribbean Entertainment Hub came across the talent at the Jahf Reach in the first place, because you're definitely somebody who tags and shares and promotes himself as any artist should. Especially when you're trying to get your music heard and seen. So from your journey being in the music space thus far, is there any advice that you could give any artist who's trying to probably break through or be seen or heard?
I feel like it's all about work ethics, drive, motivation. And more importantly is don't celebrate yourself. Let people build you and celebrate you. And I feel like along the way on the journey to stardom or becoming a celebrity, people are going to put you there faster than you can put yourself there. So that's just how I see it and view it, because even now I feel so humble. Every time I do a song with somebody new, I feel really humble. That person can have millions of views or no views. And I feel humble because at least that person now can tell somebody about me or tell 10 people about me. And those 10 people could tell 10 other people. So I feel like being a person first as opposed to a musician is more important. So always be that person that somebody can say something good about you. It was fun working with him. He's very easy to work with. He's easy to get along with. He's very understanding. He gets where I'm coming from. He's willing and open to taking ideas and suggestions. He appreciates feedback. I think that is more important than any accolade you can receive in the music business. So that's my simple advice.
Simple but powerful gems.
Yeah.
You know, really good wisdom. And I hope that anybody who's tuned in definitely take note of that, because at the end of the day, you can be very, very talented, but if people don't like you or people don't resonate or connect with you, it's not going to translate, and they're not going to really want to be a part of that journey, supporting and helping you get where you need to be. And as you say rightfully, like, you need people, you know, it's a two-way street. You need people. They are the consumers of what you're putting out, you know.
Exactly.
And a lot of the times, people would support somebody who they like and everything that they're doing versus just supporting something and then they can't connect with the person, you know. So that's really, really good insight. Really, really, really good insight.
I
So we're about to wind down. So let's tell persons where, I know you said earlier in the interview, Google you, but for the essence of humility, tell us where we could find you.
because there was a phone call coming in. So can you say it
Oh,
again?
okay. No, I know you said earlier that people could just Google you now, but for the sake of the interview, tell persons where they could find you, stream your music, where they could follow and support.
You can find me everywhere at Jahf Reach. That's JAHF. So that's capital J, capital A, HF, Reach. Like you're about to reach over there. And you can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, of course. Everywhere, basically. I don't think there's any platform or forum that Jahf Reach is not accessible or available.
Are you on Clubhouse?
Clubhouse.
Exactly.
Where's Clubhouse? What's that about? I'm trying to have something of Jahf Reach somewhere in Clubhouse, because I tell you something. I Google my name, and I want to say shout out to all those DJs that are playing my music and that are putting me in them DJ mixes. Because last night I saw 2 new DJs made 2 new mix. One mix had 2 of my songs on there. One with Ziggy Rankin and I, and one with me by myself, The King in Town. And then the other was the Risk Factor with College Boy Jesse. What I'm trying to say is that any platform or forum that doesn't have Jahf Reach affiliated with them in one way or the other, they're not validated.
And on that note, I just want to say thank you for a great interview. Keep up the amazing work, you guys. Let's head across to everything Jahf Reach and follow, support, and stay updated with his new music. When it comes to Escape, they're definitely gonna have visuals this year. God spares life and God's willing. Season 3 of eHub has officially returned, so definitely check us out every Friday at 6:30 Trini time, 5:30 depending on where you're tuning in from. And head across to our link in bio. Definitely see what's trending this week in Caribbean Entertainment. We have daily updates with some of the top stories that's happening in Caribbean entertainment news. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll be back next week with another guest. If there's somebody that you would like to see chatting it up in the eHub, be sure to send us a message, or just contact us and we'll definitely look into having some of your favorite acts on. Anything else that you'd like to say, sir?
Make sure you give them the information that this video is going to be on repeat.
It's going to be a what?
Repeat, so they're going to be able to see it another time. Where?
Oh yeah, my e-hubbers know this. My e-hubbers know that we normally save our interviews. It's going to be available on our IGTV. We also put it on our YouTube channel, and it's going to be on our website. So definitely, you don't have to tell them that they know this.
I got new people tuning in right now. I'm seeing messages from my phone on my screen at the same point in time. So I'm asking questions that I'm being questioned.
Nicely. No, but definitely, let's join the Caribbean Entertainment Hub family. If you're not familiar, get familiar. That's why you need to follow us on all our platforms, so you stay updated with everything in Caribbean Entertainment, your one-stop shop for all the latest news in Caribbean entertainment. I am your host, Neicy, singer-songwriter and media personality, and we'll be back next week in the eHub with another entertainer from the Caribbean, and you have to stay tuned to find out who it is. Bye.
Kaba lifestyle.